We fast forward a few chapters from 1 Samuel 16 to 1 Samuel 22. Now listen to this account. And this is after David is already being commissioned and being called, but it's not being received well, and so he's kind of on the run. He's kind of having to kind of run for his life. And it says so in 1 Samuel 22. It says, "So David therefore departed from there and escaped to the cave of Adullam. And so when his brothers and all his father's house heard it, they went down there to him, and everyone who was in distress, and everyone who is in debt, and everyone who is discontented gathered to him. So he became captain over them, and there were about 400 men with him." Sometimes they just show up, don't they, in our life? We're not really praying for them. We're not really asking for them. They just show up. And when they show up, this passage gives us evidence that when they show up, sometimes they're very messed up, aren't they? They're in debt. They don't have any money. They're distressed. They're discontented, and so they're needing somebody that will not judge them, but that will look below the surface and see that what's causing the debt and the distress and the discontented is a heart issue, and is willing to pour into them and spend time with them. And these 400 men that spent time with David that he didn't really ask for, but they just showed up, messed up, became David's 400 mighty men because David believed in them. Because David looked to where he was gifted. Where was he gifted? He was a man of what? He was a man of war. He had fought the lion and the bear and Goliath and all of this. And so he looked to where he was gifted, and that's what he gave to him. And they became his mighty men, mighty warriors. And so a lot of times, in seeing the future and seeing the potential, don't look for them to already be perfect. That's why they need you, and that's why you need them. Because the reality is, and maybe we don't like this term, but we're all messed up a little bit, aren't we? It doesn't matter how well you dress up. So speak to the Lord. Talk to the Father.